A very greetings to all of you. This is author Devansh Mehta from Meerut. Today, I brought some new topic in front to all of you. In today's section, I would be talking about the dynamic business landscape of India, a deep dive analysis. Friends, as you know, the Indian business environment has transformed into a complex, fast evolving ecosystem shaped by globalization, policy reforms, digitalization, and innovation. From being an agrarian economy to becoming a global hub for technology, pharmaceuticals, and services, India's growth story is an amalgamation of historical transitions, government interventions, and entrepreneurial ambition. In today's video, I will provide meticulous detail providing a strategic in-depth examination of its historical evolution, policy interventions, technological advancements, emerging industries, global integration, challenges, and future opportunities. Talking about the first point, historical evolution and economic reforms laying the foundation for the future of India. Starting with the pre 1991 era, it was the era of the license Raj and economic constraints. From independence in 1947 to 1991, India followed a socialist, protectionist economic model based on centralized planning and heavy government control. This era, often termed the license Raj, was characterized by excessive regulation. Businesses needed multiple permits to operate, stifling entrepreneurship. State owned enterprises, the public sector dominated industries like steel, banking, and energy, leading to inefficiency and corruption. Import substitution and industrialization, high tariffs and trade restrictions discourage foreign investment, limiting technological advancements. And lastly, there was limited private sector growth. Small businesses struggled with high taxation, regulatory burdens, and lack of access to capital. Next, the 1991 economic reforms, the transformational shift in India's history. Faced with a severe balance of payments crisis, the Indian government introduced liberalization, privatization, and globalization, that is also known as LPG reforms, under Finance Minister Dr. Manmohan Singh. The key reforms included were abolition of license Raj, which caused deregulation across industries, reducing bureaucratic bottlenecks. Next, the foreign direct investment, that is FDI liberalization. It opened key sectors to global investors. Next, reduction of import tariffs encouraged trade and technology inflow. Coming to next point, privatization of public sector units, that is PSUs. It allowed greater efficiency and competition. And lastly, financial sector reforms. It strengthened banking regulations, making credit more accessible. Coming to post 1991 economic expansion, these reforms catalyzed an economic boom, with India achieving a GDP growth surge from 1.1% in 1991 to gross plus 8% in the 2000s. IT and services boom. Cities like Bangalore and Hyderabad emerged as global IT hubs. Rapid urbanization, Migration from rural to urban centers boosted real estate and infrastructure. And lastly, the middle class expansion, higher incomes led to increased consumer spending. With all these reforms opened doors for globalization, regulatory inefficiencies, and socio-economic disparities continued to pose challenges. Coming to the second point, government policies and reforms are building a competitive economy. To further strengthen India's business environment, various strategic policy interventions have been introduced in the recent years. It was a Make in India initiative boosting manufacturing competitiveness. It was launched in year 2014. This initiative aims to make in India a global manufacturing hub by attracting foreign investments, which relaxed FDA norms in defense, construction, and railways, developing industrial corridors like Delhi, Mumbai, Chennai, Bangalore, corridors improving infrastructure. It also caused ease of doing business reforms, reduction which led to reduction in compliance burdens and digitization of processes. And finally, PLI scheme expansions, it led to incentives for sectors like semiconductors, electric vehicles, and pharmaceuticals. Well, I'm from pharmaceutical background only, so it was a very great initiative by the government of India. Now, coming to the next was the initiative which the government has done a wonderful job by introducing Digital India and which led to pioneering digital transformation. India's push for digital adoption has led to massive internet penetration, means over 850 million users are online these days, and it is driving e-commerce and fintech startups. Government e-services, Aadhaar-linked digital identity enabling welfare schemes, 5G and artificial intelligence integration. It has led to the transforming of healthcare, logistics, and education sectors. Coming to next is a goods and services tax, that is GST, simplifying taxation. Introduced in year 2017, GST replaced multiple indirect taxes with a single nationwide tax, leading to streamlined taxation system which eliminated cascading tax effects, increased tax compliances, that means reduce tax evasion through digital tracking, enhanced interstate trade, that has reduced logistical inefficiencies, boosting supply chains. The next is very wonderful point, and it was a Startup India initiative and MSME support, that is fostering innovation. With India becoming the third largest startup ecosystem globally, the government has reduced compliance burdens. Startups receive a 3-year tax holiday and easy regulatory clearances. Funded incubators and accelerators, growth in edtech, agri-tech, fintech, and health tech sectors, and credit accessibilities for MSMEs. Emergency credit lines post-pandemic boosted small business. While these policies have enhanced business prospects, bureaucratic delays, infrastructure challenges, and regulatory inconsistencies still create hurdles. Anyways, coming to next, it is the digital and technological disruption, a game changer. In this, there is a fintech and digital payments revolution. India's fintech ecosystem has transformed financial inclusion with innovations like UPI, Unified Payment Interface, handling more than 10 billion monthly transactions, digital lending, neobanks and peer-to-peer lending platforms challenging traditional banking, and RBI's CBDC, that is digital rupee, exploring blockchain-based financial systems. Coming to next, there is a e-commerce and consumer market boom. E-commerce growth has expected to surpass around $200 billion by in the future ahead of 2027. Hyper local and quick commerce like Japto, Blinkit, revolutionizing customer delivery or consumer delivery. Now, direct to consumer brands, Indian startups leveraging social commerce for rapid growth. Coming to next, there is a artificial intelligence, automation, and industry 4.0. Artificial intelligence in healthcare, predictive analytics improving diagnostics, robotic process automation that is streamlining business operations, smart factories that means Internet of Things driven production, enhancing efficiencies. Excuse me. Despite rapid digitization, data security and data literacy and regulatory clarity remain a very big concern for the government of India. Coming to next, India's global trade and foreign investment strategy. It led to expanding exports and global supply chains. India is a booming major export hub with strong growth in software and IT services, with more than 194 billion annual exports. Coming to pharmaceuticals, my heart, 20% of global generic medicines we supply to the world, and renewable energy equipment, that is solar panel, and EV battery manufacturing. It has led to the growth of all these sectors, that is software, IT sectors, pharmaceuticals, and renewable energy equipment sectors. Coming to next, foreign direct investments, that is FDI trends. India attracted more than 71 billion in FDI in 2023, with key investments in semiconductors and electronics, where we see Foxconn, Micron investing heavily, electric vehicles, also known as EVs, where Tesla, Ola expanding local production, retail and consumer goods like Walmart, IKEA scaling operations. While FDI flows are strong, land acquisitions, regulatory delays, and local competition issues still exist. Now, the challenges and future prospects. Now, the key challenges in business growth are regulatory uncertainty, bureaucratic delays in policy implementation, skill gap and education deficiencies, that is, around 40% of the workforce lacks advanced technical skills, infrastructure and logistic issues, that means port congestion, unreliable transport networks, and lastly, the environmental sustainability risks, that is, high carbon footprint of industrial expansion. Now, the future growth trajectory is predicted as the India's business outlook remains strong, driven by deepening digital transformation, that means artificial intelligence, blockchain, and metaverse adoption. The next is sustainable industrialization, that is green hydrogen and EV adoption policies. It's a boom here. And lastly, the regional economic diversification, boosting Tier 2 and Tier 3 cities growth. And you can already see that the India's first rapid rail network is being set up between Meerut and Delhi, and in this belt, Western UP and Delhi belt. So, and Meerut is a Tier 2 city, but rapid expansion and regional economic diversification are leading to the development of Meerut districts very broadly. That's it. In concluding remarks, I would end with that, with a note that India's business landscape stands at the intersection of massive growth, opportunities, and structural challenges. While policy interventions, digital adaptation, and globalization are accelerating India's rise as an economic superpower, resolving infrastructure, regulatory, and workforce constraints will be a key to sustaining long-term progress. And that entrepreneurship, technology, and industrialization continue to shape India's economic future. The country is poised to become a global leader in business innovation and sustainability. If you do like my talk, do subscribe, like, share, and subscribe to my channel. I will bring very good content to my videos. Till then, signing off till the next video. And in the end, Jai Hind, Jai Bharat. Thank you so much.